Guys, this is Ashley back with another video. Before we get into the video, like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you turn on post notifications. Is Nicki coming to save an icon's career? And some fans are begging for Nicki Minaj to retire. We got a lot to discuss. Now, it has unfortunately been reported that Katy Perry's Women's World is currently aiming for a lower quarter debut on the Hot 100, around the 70s. They said like 75 to 100 is where she allegedly will debut. And allegedly, Katy is trying to work with Nicki Minaj again behind the scenes. Now, they did a record called Swish Swish. I like that song, okay? And Katy did work with Nicki Minaj during her Hate Train era. So Katy kind of wants Nicki Minaj to return the favor. Katy didn't have to work with Nicki Minaj when She-Thur came out and everybody else was up against Nicki Minaj and saying how Nicki Minaj was stopping, other people's bags. She didn't have to do that, but she did because she messed with Nicki Minaj, okay? And she allowed Nicki to hop on her diss track to the chart obsessed races called Swish Swish. Not only that, Katy did support Nicki Minaj's Pink Friday 2 nails, okay? She wore, I believe it's called On My Tippies for one of her promo photo shoots for Women's World /143, and she didn't have to do that. So she's been promoting Nicki Minaj's brand, especially when it comes to her nails. She also allegedly was wearing, Fenty Beauty. So she's supporting, Riri and Nicki Minaj. She needs allies in the industry. Everybody basically has turned her back on Katy. She can't even get no decent collaborations on her album. Nicki Minaj would be a good A-list collaboration to have. But unfortunately, I don't think Nicki needs to work with Katy. Okay? I don't feel like it's necessary for Nicki Minaj to get dragged through the mud at this time. I think she should focus on her second leg tour, put out her own single, No Shade. I'm okay if Katy wants to be on the Pink Friday Girls remix, but I don't think that Nicki needs to do a song with Katy, not right now. Only because, Nicki's gonna get dragged if she work with Katy because of who is working on Katy Perry's project, Dr. Pugh. So she gonna get dragged with, Katy, even though he already produced Cowgirl. Fans are gonna be like, of course Nicki's working with Katy. She always associates herself with those people. So it's not necessary for Nicki to get involved. It's not her fight. Swish Swish was a great record, but at the end of the day, Katy Perry, has to understand that it's a different time and she has to be very smart and calculated about how and who she works with, okay? Now, she worked with Max Martin or Jack Adolf, it would have been a smarter idea, okay? But she didn't think strategically. I think she was just thinking about what's going to be the cheapest, opportunity. Now, a tweet has been going viral, saying sometimes it's okay just to retire from music and know your time has passed. And fans are posting pictures of Nicki Minaj, the White King of Rap, and Katy saying that they need to retire. Let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, for me, I'm like, why would Nicki need to retire when she's out selling the new girls in the game? But I understand they need Nicki Minaj out the way so the other girls could sell. That's exactly why they want Nicki Minaj to retire. Because then the Barbs would support another female rapper. That's what they're hoping. Okay? Just like when Nicki Minaj was on hiatus a little bit in 2021, even though she dropped Beat Me Up Scotty, she didn't really drop a lot of music in 2021. Y'all was focusing on Doja Cat, so it would be a chess move. Katy, I do feel like her time has passed because I feel like she's a little bit out of touch. No shade. Like, Nicki moves with the times. Katy does not do that. A lot of her music, her newer music sounds dated, which I talked about before. I feel like M still got it low key. I don't know why people feel like he should retire. His numbers for his latest album is doing really well. But people are sensitive and his lyrics could be out of pocket, so that's why they want him out. Now, moving on to Doja Cat. It was reported that Doja Cat becomes the female rapper with the most songs with over 1 billion streams on Payola history. According to chart data and Payola board, she has 6. Now, let me know how y'all feel about that. Now, even though Doja Cat gets Payola, okay, I do believe she probably got 6 songs that have over 1 billion streams. Because we got to think about the hits that she used to make before Scarlet. Okay, she don't make the hits like that no more. But if we go to the Planet Her album, if we go to the Hot Pink album, she probably got, songs that have over 1 billion streams. Okay, if we go to Streets, Say So, Kiss Me More, okay, Woman, Need to Know, Remember the Town is Dead went number 1 on Scarlet, so she got hits under her belt. Now, moving on to Botch and Bitter. Botch and Bitter allegedly is planning on copying the Nicki Minaj formula. Okay, you may be wondering, how is Botch and Bitter going to copy the Nicki Minaj formula? Allegedly, she is trying to plan to do a tour, just like Nicki Minaj. Okay, Botch and Bitter has never really been on a world tour. She do festivals, she performs at strip clubs and, little picnics in here and there, but she's never done an arena tour. Even though she got 5 number 1s and 1 Grammy. But see, Nicki Minaj has really, motivated other female rappers to go on tour. Megan Thee Stallion, Scratch Off, JT, IC0NЩ only really went on tour because they saw Nicki Minaj go on tour. Okay? Half of these girls that are on tour didn't even fully sell out. Only Nicki Minaj was really selling out her full tour. Okay? Now, Doja Cat went on tour before Nicki Minaj, but she didn't fully sell out. Even though I feel like she should have, because Doja Cat is a phenomenal performer. But let me know how y'all feel about Botch and Bitter stepping in the ring to do an arena tour. Do you think she will sell out? I think Botch and Bitter missed her mark. She should have went on tour in 2021 when WAP came out, or 2020 when WAP came out, before she got knocked up with her son Ocean. She should have went on tour then. I don't know if people would really pay to see Botch and Bitter now, because she didn't even sell at the EBT Experience. EBT Experience did not sell out. Okay, even though they try to report that it did the day of the show. But I feel like people may not really care. I don't know if I would want to see Botch and Bitter perform song from 8 years ago. Okay? She gotta give it the times. But if she do a tour with Scratch Off, Megan, Gorilla Glue, a Lady Night tour, even though most of them already went on tour already, then, I can see her selling out if she bring another artist, but not completely by herself. Now, speaking of Megan, Mamushi, Megan's latest hit single, has its biggest streaming day on Payola yesterday with 2.2 million streams, up 8%. Okay, and she got 23 million streams from that song total. Okay, then it also has been reported that for the first time in history, 3 queer artists were top 5 on the album chart simultaneously. Hit Me Hard and Soft is top 5 on the album chart. Megan, her album debut, I think, in the top 3. Okay, and The Rise and Fall of the Midwest, Princess by Chappelle Roan, was also top 5. Okay, I don't think either one of these ladies went number 1. Okay, even when Billie debuted, she didn't go number 1 because of the chart says racist. I didn't know Megan Thee Stallion was queer though. Okay, she got ran through by mostly men in the industry, so I'm a little bit confused by that. I didn't know she identified as queer, But she did say in the album Megan, she like women and men. So, I guess, that means that she bi or whatever. So, congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion, even though, unfortunately, her album will drop down to number 9 on the Album 200 chart this coming week, because it's only going to do 30,000 for her second week of the album coming out. So, congratulations to Megan Thee Stallion. Now, fans are calling out the Princess IC0NЩ, okay? After Central C's ex-girlfriend basically put him on blast for cheating on her with IC0NЩ, even though I think this is a whole PR stunt for their single. And to me, like I said before, and I've said this since the very beginning, Central C and Ice Spice don't have any sexual chemistry. It seems forced. Okay, but fans are calling out IC0NЩ, saying give her the exact same energy y'all gave Ariana. Okay, now Queen Ari was exposed for having an affair while she was married. She obviously came out and denied it, but we know the truth. I don't think you can compare it though, because Ariana really be having affairs. Didn't she make a song called Break Up With Your Girlfriend? Okay, she admits that she be taking y'all man. She don't care. But this is more PR. Like Ariana does that in real life. Ice Spice is doing this for a song, so it's not the same. IC0NЩ is posting these weird, awkward pictures of her and Central C. And like I said before, they don't have no chemistry. It seems forced, and like people are telling them to pose this way and put your arm around her shoulder and hug her this way. It just comes off forced. It's not giving what it's supposed to give. And I'll be honest with you, IC0NЩ has a very limited sex appeal, in my opinion. The only time I think Ice Spice is sexy is when she twerking. Other than that, it don't give what it's supposed to give. So she needs to just quit this PR relationship and call it the day. The numbers are going to do what the numbers going to do and hang it up. Okay, nobody really cares about Central C like that for you being no PR relationship with him. Now, moving on to Queen B. Queen B hits the top 10 on 5 charts simultaneously with Cowboy Carter. Queen B's Cowboy Carter blasts back into Purchase Focus roster at the number 2 spot with more than 24,000 per sales, according to Luminate. It comes behind only the chart-obsessed racist Torture Poets department. Cowboy Carter gallops into the higher reaches of both the Americana folk album and tops the country album chart. It already lived inside the tier Last Frame on the 2 list, but now it makes home at number 3 and number 4 respectively. Now, Cowboy Carter currently sits at number 1 on the Billboard Tally, the vinyl album chart. Queen B's latest earns its second day on the top of the format list as it bounces back. Last week, it was nowhere to be found on the vinyl's roster list, but more than 20,000 purchases proved to be enough to rule again, okay? So it looks like because of the vinyls that recently came out, she is now topping the charts again, okay? And I believe she's back top 10 on the album chart, for the album 200 chart. So congratulations to Queen B on that. Now, a lot of people are wondering who should perform at the Super Bowl 2025. A lot of people have been throwing Ari's name out there, Purdue Chicken, Lil Wayne's name out there. Even I see a lot of people talking about Doja Cat should perform. I think she's, not there yet. She's a phenomenal performer. I saw her live. Personally, she does a great job performing, but she's not there yet. I don't think she has enough hits in her catalog to perform. But now people are saying Kendrick Lamar should perform at the halftime show in New Orleans, in 2025. I think he already performed that year with Dr. Dre, though. He already performed that year with Dr. Dre and Mary J. Blige and I think it was 50 Cent. So, no shade, but he did already perform. Not saying that he can't perform again, but he already did that. And on top of that, even though I think Not Like Us would bang at the Super Bowl. Imagine everybody screaming "Not Like Us." I think that it definitely would cause an uproar in hip hop. I think Champagne Thickums, he might try to get rid of Kung Fu Kenny if Kung Fu Kenny performed Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That might be taking it too far. Usually at Super Bowls, they don't perform diss tracks, do they? I definitely think that will send Champagne Thickums, a big message, and he might come back trying to swing on Kung Fu Kenny or hire somebody to take Kung Fu Kenny out, okay? Because Kung Fu Kenny already put out a music video. He did a pop-out concert. Performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl would just be honestly embarrassing for Champagne Thickums. I don't think they're going to allow him to do that. Then Camel Face is going to be entangled in the, beef because he picks who performs. So I think Lil Wayne would be a safer option, okay? Because Lil Wayne not really beefing with anybody right now. Now, moving on to Katy. Katy's Women's World debuts at number 58 on the global Payola chart with 2.257 million streams, okay? Now, people were trying to say, this is a flop. Oh, that's the best she can do. But I feel like that's pretty decent. I feel like, a lot of people were expecting more, but we got to realize that Katy's not exactly, in my opinion, she don't have a fan base of the Chart Obsessed Racist or Queen Bee. So she's not going to do 8 million, 10 million streams, okay, for one song. She's not going to do that. It don't matter how many years she takes a hiatus or whatever. She's not doing that because Katy, to me, is not bigger than Queen Bee or the Chart Obsessed Racist. To me, Katy not even bigger than Ariana, okay? I'll be shocked if this album does 200,000 first week. I don't even think it's going to do that. So I don't know why people were trying to say, oh, this is a flop. I feel like for Katy, this is actually very good. Now, her debuting at number 75 on the chart's not that great. That would definitely be a flop. But, if I was Katy, I would just pay for some payola, okay? Like Sabrina Carpenter is doing. Get some payola and then fire Dr. Puke. That's all she got to do. Get rid of Dr. Puke because that's why you're getting a lot of backlash. Pay for some payola that only costs $100,000, $500,000. You got it. And, people will start to believe that you're successful, that your new era is going great. Also, Katy Perry's Women's World music video is at a 42% dislike rate. Wow, 42% of people dislike the music video. I like the music video. Like I said, if you watch it on mute, it looks like a really nice commercial. I don't know why y'all disliking the music video. The music video is nice. The song is trash, but the music video is nice. I don't understand how you guys can dislike the music video. Just watch it on mute like I did. I mean, goodness gracious, that's just messed up. You know how much money she spent on this music video and y'all just liking it? Wow, fake. Now, it has been reported that Trump allegedly got shot at one of his rallies, okay? But it also was reported that he was hit actually by glass. So I was like, Trump the Stallion might be doing a PR stunt, okay? After he was shot, he still remained on stage looking a mess and balling up his fist and putting it in the air. I'm like, where'd they do that at? They said Secret Service was warned by the people at the rally that, somebody had a firearm or gun in the rally and they just ignored the people. So a lot of people are believing that it was a inside job. And now people are tweeting, quoting Nicki Minaj, saying, get up on your good ear, okay? Quoting Nicki, saying, get up on your good foot, because Megan Thee Stallion got shot, a few years ago. My whole thing is bad when Nicki Minaj says it, but then y'all will use her saying against somebody else. But y'all was dragging Nicki Minaj when she said, get up on your good foot. I don't understand it. Y'all take her lingo and then drag her. I don't get it. Y'all use her lyrics and then try to act like you do not like this lady. I never understood that. I see people always quote, oh, they can never make me hate you. Like, that's from Pills and Potions. Y'all quote with Nicki Minaj but be dragging her on social media. I don't understand that. That's fake. And then somebody else said Remy Ma wouldn't have missed. And I'm like, well, I don't think Remy Ma killed her friend. She shot her friend for a stack, but I don't think she killed that lady. Because she would have gotten way more years in jail. She would have got way more than 8 years. Okay? So I don't know for a fact if she killed that lady. Let me know in the comments if she did. But I think she just shot that lady. I don't think she killed her. Okay? So she technically missed. If you didn't do the job, you missed. Okay? It was a flop. So let me know how y'all feel about it. I got some very hot tea on Billy, Lana, and Katy on Patreon. Link will be in the description. Have a great day.